ขอบคุณค่ะสวัสดีค่ะ Welcome to Be My Guest. Thank you very much for joining us. I'm Cholapansa Narula. Coffee has become a booming business in Thailand with a growing number of coffee shops, baristas, and the younger generation of Thais' interest in growing and harvesting coffee. As a result, Thailand has become the top 3 coffee producer in the region. Today we'll delve into the world of coffee, and joining us now is Mr. Ronald Werner Albrecht, Coffee Roast Master. สวัสดีค่ะ Good morning. Thank you very much for joining us. Coffee is a big business, and as an expert in the field, being in the industry for some 30 years or more, can you share with us your thoughts on the coffee industry in Thailand?
Yes, maybe the coffee industry in Thailand have a big future. Why? Now we have a history from 30 years ago, and the coffee tree farmer have many learned. So, and then first time I coming to Thailand for 6 years ago, and I found in Chiang Rai a diamond.
A diamond?
A diamond. So I found very big coffee estate, coffees for extraordinary taste. So, and then when I see what the good motivation the coffee tree farmer in Chiang Rai have for planting the coffee and produce a good quality, then I look in other countries. I have knowledge for over 60 countries in the world, and then I see what is the best quality. So I'm very happy when I see the country, Thailand, can go this way and produce very high quality. So it's a secret type for all coffee lovers on the world and coffee roaster too.
So the best coffee is found in the northern part of Thailand.
Yes.
Is it only in Chiang Rai, which is the best coffee growing region?
Oh no, I think the area for northern Thailand is a special climate for ground coffee trees. So in this moment we have districts to districts very big difference to test. So in this moment that is good. Why? In this moment the customer, when you have 10 people, we have 10 mind what you like for test. So in this moment the customer can find this test is good for me, this test is good for me, or this test is good for me. So in special the district Chiang Rai have a soft and balanced green coffee. So that is what the people like.
So it's a so-called bean belt here in Thailand.
Yes.
There's Chiang Rai.
Chiang Rai.
Where else in the north?
We have Nan, we have Doi Chang, we have Doi Tung, we have Mae Salong. So, and then we have a big, I think over 300 coffee tree farmers.
It's quite a big place.
It's very big places, yes. So, and then when you found good connected to the coffee tree farmer, then in this moment you can open the door for the coffee world. So, and that is very nice.
Now, Arabica, is that the most popular variety that is grown here in Thailand?
Yes.
It's Arabica.
Yes, it's Arabica.
Probably it's because under the Royal Initiative, this coffee bean was introduced by His Majesty the King back in the 80s.
Yes.
So having tested coffee in so many places, you said 60 countries around the world. How do you feel about Thai Arabica coffee beans?
Yes, Thai Arabica coffee beans have a special character. So when I talk to character, then I can stand up. Yes. So the Thai coffees have a very smooth and soft character. So many people on the world like that. And you have a very ripe fruit inside, ripe acid inside. When you drink that, you have not problem with the stomach or another problem with your body when you drink Thai coffees. So, and then when the coffee roaster make good work, then she have a big range for produce a taste, and that is a arounder. So, and the people like arounder. You can make a drip coffee, you can make a French press, you can make a siphon, and you can make a king for coffee. That is an espresso. So in this range you can find in Chiang Rai. That is very diamond places for coffee.
So it's pretty distinct.
Yes.
But then again, if you talk about Arabica, another well-known place in the world that produces it, perhaps shops is Ethiopia
Yes.
and even in Panama.
Yes.
Can you actually compare
Yes.
to these two countries?
We see here in background Ethiopia, that is a little bit same coffee ceremony. We have here for water cooking, and then we have here for stamp for coffee. The old way we can take care of the coffee, and they have to roast. So Ethiopia is a motherland for coffees. So we have the history from after 500 years, and that is the mother country for coffees and goes around the world. And Panama is maybe 180, 200 years ago, becoming first-time coffee. So in Panama have soft coffees too. And Panama have one variety that is a geisha. So geisha is a nature mutation from the Arabica bean. So in this moment, it's a very, very sweet taste. So we found geisha now in Thailand too. So the Thailand coffee tree farmer is very clever. He take many types from over the world. We have Typica, we have Kativor, we have Katura, we have red worm, we have yellow worm, and many, many things more, and geisha too. So in this moment we produce very, very different tests. And that's paradise for roaster over the world. So that is fantastic.
Now, coffee beans are not coffee until it is roasted.
Yes.
So what is actually the best way to find the best balance or to bring out the truest flavor of the beans?
Yes, the best way is you must first a sample roast. So in this moment, when the coffee farmer coming to me and will hear what is the quality. So then I make a sample roast, maybe three sample roasts with different profile.
So the art of roasting comes in here.
Yes.
And this is actually what defines the flavor.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
So, and then I can take care the nature taste in the bean. So and then I have not cover my work from the roast machine. I cannot cover smoky or another taste inside the green bean. So I have to take care the nature taste from the green bean. So in this moment you can produce the different from farm to farm to farm, and that is super. So then I found single origin estate. So single origin is a district, and estate coffee is from one producer, and that is a paradise for customer.
So with roasting, there's also another stage which comes into play is the processing
Yes.
of the coffee.
Yes.
And from what I've studied,
Yes.
actually this is the first time covering about coffee, there's dry processing, honey processing,
Yes.
semi-washed, wet process.
Yes.
What is it?
Yes. So that is a way of make after the harvest time. The coffee farmer must pick up the red cherries. So and then she must separate the red cherries with the green bean. So and she have two ways. She can bring the coffee cherries direct in the sun for the drying processing for 15 days or 16 days. In this moment, you can hold the bean in stock, and then later you can separate the fruit to the parchment, and then after parchment separate, you can have green bean for roasting. That is the first way. The next way is washing processing. So in this moment, you bring the cherries to the machine, separate the fruit to the coffee, bring in the water, wash the slime from the green bean, and then after can drying processing. So in this moment, you can bring this bean in stock. So the difference is in taste. So that is very special work for the coffee tree farmer. Why? She must controlling this processing. When she make bad controlling, then she have a bad taste in this moment.
And of course, that leads to poor sales, maybe.
Yes.
So this is actually, in fact, one of the very important stages before coffee comes to the consumers like me.
Yes.
We'll now take a short break, and when we return, we'll take a look at the specialty coffee, which is another promising trend, not only in Thailand, but elsewhere across the world as well. Welcome to the program. In the past few years, we've heard the rise in the specialty coffee shops, not only in Thailand, but also around the world. So, Khun Ronnie, tell us a bit about what is specialty coffee and why is this trend promising?
Yes, I think special coffee is when the customer beginning thinking out of the box. So he look for new taste, and point one. Point two is he look for the product he used is good for health. So in this moment he search coffee shops, he do that. The old way he produce only espresso with the dark coffee and think that is espresso, so that is wrong. So in other coffee shops have to learn thinking outside the box. He produce coffee products is good for health, so and that have a good future. So I think the new wave is for the customer, he like good taste and not only drink coffee. He have to understand coffee is more. Coffee is more taste and good for taste too.
And is it also the fact that coffee shop owners are either growing coffee themselves,
Yes.
roasting it themselves,
Yes.
or staying connected with farmers?
Yes.
It's part of the sustainable growth.
Yes, so that is a new business model. Why? The customer or the owner for the coffee shops, when they have big interest in to produce high quality, so in this moment she take all knowledge for himself, and then she beginning to growing coffee, he beginning to make processing himself, he roast himself and sell himself. So and then she have a feeling the absolutely high quality I can give my customer. And another point is she make good business.
Good business,
Yes.
good money,
Yes.
and sustainable.
Yes. So and then it's good for coffee tree farmer too. Why? She have a direct contact to the consumer, yeah, to the coffee lover. It must not go to the market for sale here, sale there, and then the price is better for sales green bean too.
Kun Ronnie, let's take a look at the international response towards Thai coffee. What's the international attitude when people think about coffee produced here in Thailand, in
Yes.
Chiang Rai, let's say Arabica in the north, and we have Robusta, which is grown in the
yes,
south?
Yes. So, yes, when I look in other countries, so she have the same problem. And we have a coffee tree farmer in North Thailand, we have a coffee tree farmer in South Thailand, he produces Robusta, and we have coffee tree farmer in Ethiopia, in Costa Rica, in Guatemala, in Panama, in Mexico, and many countries. So she must look what is the best way I can sell my product. So in the best way I can sell the product, he must good quality. So in this moment, the best quality can sell the high price. So in this moment, when I look the quality to Chiang Rai and in other countries, it's the same level. So when for 10 years ago, we have not same levels. But the development in Thailand coffees is very high speed. So why the people in Thailand have a good motivation for produce a high quality. So and that is a diamond. And a good feeling when I see I have found coffee tree farmer, they have a good motivation produce the high quality. That is a diamond. I cannot understand.
So, which means that there's a lot of opportunities
Yes.
for Thai coffee
Yes.
growers, which means if we look at the competitiveness
Yes.
of the Thai market comparing to ASEAN or in Southeast Asia,
Yes. So that is
we're
another.
competitive.
Yes. So that is another point. The coffee tree farmer is farmer. So you have not to learn marketing. So and the best marketing is we must go to in other countries and we must cry. You know, Thailand have coffee. You know the best taste. And the people in another country, why Thailand have coffee? I have not hear that. So and then she can go. She opens the mind for business. So in this moment, when the customer asks, "Oh, I wish to drink coffee from Thailand," you have that? No. Why you have not that? Okay, the coffee roaster have to talk to Thailand. Okay, I can buy green coffee. I must buy coffee from Thailand, and then you can drink. So first we must open the market in other country, and we must make it marketing in TV or in other product shows and many things more.
Or even events like today, Chiang Rai,
Yes.
ASEAN Coffee and Tea event.
Yes.
Events like this will help promote Thailand as being one of the finest coffee producing region in the world. Would you say so?
Yes, so I think we have to produce marketing in this point. Every country start, oh, I have the best coffee of the world. So I think we must go another way. So we have to produce a special character, and we have to sell the special character from Thailand. So in this moment, when the customer drink the coffee, and she can quickly understand, oh, that is coffee from Thailand. That is coffee from Panama. That is coffee from Guatemala. Mm-hmm. So in this moment, we have a good open the door for the customer. When we have only to talk, we have the best coffee from the world. In other countries talk the same. Mm-hmm. So and we have not changed. The customer have to understand, oh, that is the super coffee from Thailand.
So I believe then there's a lot of work that needs to be done, and the Chiang Rai governor is working non-stop to do that at this point. Now, as a coffee roast master, you have a training center in Chiang Rai.
Yes.
Mae Kok Ronnie Roast. Can you tell us more about the center, where it's located, and what kind of training courses you offer?
So yes, my located is in Chiang Rai. My way to the coffee tree farmer is short. I have not too long way. So and the coffee tree farmer can come to me in my training center, and we can work together. So and then that is the best way for development the area. So when I can help the coffee tree farmer development for make good quality, then she have a short way come to me. Mm-hmm. And other people, when she have good learn to roasting, she have a good knowledge, deep knowledge, not only same operator make a switch on for the coffee, look for timing, coffee coming out, the coffee is finished. So that is not my way. So I bring the students with the coffee tree farmer together, and my point is we sit on the table and talk what is the best way for produce good test. So the good test we have good to sell. We have not to look only produce for coffee cherries. Mm-hmm. So that is my way.
What about the upcoming trends? Do you see any global trends in the coffee business?
Yes, the global trend is soft coffees.
Soft coffee?
Soft coffees, yes. So the global trend is the people like look for food coming without chemical, without high risk for his body. So the topic is in this moment when you have a coffee is over roast. So in this moment you produce in the black coffee chemical, and this chemical is named acrylamide. So in this acrylamide bring you high risk for cancer in your body.
Oh,
so,
I see.
Yes, so in this moment the young people learn that, and then he will not use this product. So in this he look for products for not too high risk for your body. So in this moment I can teach that to the coffee roasters. Okay, that is the way you can produce a good taste and good quality for your customer.
And that's a trend to watch out for. Coffee world is an interesting world. Kun Ronnie, thank you very much for sharing your insights with us. สวัสดีค่ะ Welcome back to the program. Ethiopia, as you know, is the birthplace of coffee. It's actually one of the world's top producing coffee destinations in the world, and it's where the coffee Arabica originates, the plant that is now grown in so many parts of the world. Joining us now is Mr. Getachew Kumera Wagjira, Coffee Lab Technician. สวัสดีค่ะ Thank you very much for joining us.
Okay, thank you very much.
Give us an overview of the coffee industry in Ethiopia. What's the current outlook?
You know, the birthplace of coffee is Ethiopia, so very long time. So the technology is developing every time. You know, every time have developing, or also you have challenges, you know, together. So it's much.
So, as you said, it's the birthplace of coffee, one of the best places actually producing coffee in the world. But when you talk about Ethiopian coffee beans, what are the best varieties?
We have different, around 9 type of coffee. Harar, Yirga Chape, Sidamo, Limu, Walaga, Jimma. This is different type of coffee. The bean size, the flavor is different. the variety.
And the best known or the highest rated coffee in Ethiopia, is it actually Yirgacheffe?
Yirgacheffe in Harar.
Why is it the best? Can you explain to us more about this coffee bean?
They have different flavor and aroma. So the taste is fruity taste and like candy flavor sometimes.
So this is actually Yirgacheffe.
Yes.
Let me just give it a go. It is in fact fruity. So this is one of the best.
Yes.
Another coffee bean, coffee variety I hear is Harar.
Yes.
This is actually the oldest, is it
The
so?
oldest also.
What makes Harar special? It's the oldest, of
Because
course.
the Arab, coffee come first from our country to Arab, through Arab countries, Gulf to the world. So the Arabs, they like mocha flavor. So the Harar is known by mocha.
I see.
That's why.
So what kind of coffee do you actually grow at your plantation? You grow coffee as well, that's what I hear.
We grow is limu coffee.
Limu?
Limu, yes. Where is the coffee come is Kaffa, nearly Kaffa. The first place of the place in Ethiopia, coffee come from Kaffa.
Now, is growing coffee in Ethiopia similar to that that is grown here in Thailand?
The birthplace and the other is different, For example, we call Thai food in Thailand and you go to abroad, it's not the same.
I see.
You get me?
Of course, it's the climate and everything,
Yeah,
but just the
everything.
technique, the method,
Nature is gift
the
for
nature's
us,
different.
for Ethiopia.
I see.
And Ethiopia give to the world.
Now, tell us a bit more about how the coffee industry is like in Ethiopia. Of course, do growers have to do the marketing themselves? How is it like?
The forest coffee, coffee is backbone of Ethiopia economy. So that's why the government, they give attention to coffee industry because the economy backbone, I told you. So most farmers depend on coffee farm. So this is our bread, our life, coffee means.
So basically,
the
you grow,
industry-
you market, you do the business yourself?
Yes.
With the help of the government?
Government also supports many things, marketing and training and market, develop the technology technique from Europe, different countries.
What's the value of the industry at the moment?
The value is the same, around 70%. The
And-
economy is from coffee.
But is it growing in terms of trade?
Growing, yes.
And do you export your products here to Thailand?
Because we are not WTO members, World Trade Organization, so that is make us.
I see.
Yeah.
So today you're here in Thailand in part of the Chiang Rai Coffee and Tea Festival. Tell us a bit about your presence here and what do you think about the event?
It's good because I've been before 10 years before in Thailand, so I meet many coffee lovers people. So one Japanese journalist told me before he bring coffee from his home, the best coffee. Nowadays he didn't bring because the Thailand coffee industry is growing much. I see my eyes also.
Okay, so the industry is growing,
Growing,
and you're
yes.
here. You've been to Chiang Rai before.
Yes, yeah, I've been 2 times.
You visited the plantations.
Yes.
You've tried Thai coffee.
Yes, already. Yeah.
How is it?
It's good.
Coming from a country that's a birthplace of coffee, please comment
It's
on
good.
our Arabica.
Yeah, it's good.
Being an expert from the world of coffee, what would you suggest us, where to improve? How could we further develop our coffee business? What areas do you think we should...
Always for developing is the gap, always. So you have challenge. So we have to give attention for market, for improve the farmer's life, support the technology, many things, training. So we have to have the training center, so can make the industry developing a lot.
You are a coffee lab technician. In terms when you bring technology into coffee and being a technician, in that sense, how would you recommend, Thai coffee growers?
I see when you pick the coffee, collecting the coffee and processing, and need the attention, from bean to cup, you have to give attention. If we didn't give attention, if farmers He tired and he planted a lot. It's good coffee. Frosters make it bad, you know. So we have to work together.
And JK, thank you very much for joining us today. สวัสดีค่ะ
ครับ
And that was a look at the coffee industry, both locally and Africa's top producer. As said earlier, whatever the trends might be, the growth of coffee business remains healthy. I'm going to get a cup of coffee myself. Thank you very much for joining us. I'm Chola Pansana Rula. สวัสดีค่ะ